Hi everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I've come on today to do my hashtag Wing It Wednesday. So this is a collaboration that I'm hosting. Anyone can join in, and you just need to tag me in your post and hashtag Wing It Wednesday so that I know that you've taken part. Then at the end of the month, I just do a little draw, and there's a winner, and I send them something through the post. So Wing It Wednesday is basically use something in your craft room or in your stash that you've never used before, or that you've not had a go at or tried a technique, or even if it's papers or something you've got, a stamp, a die, anything. And it's just to get us to delve into those drawers and boxes and things that we haven't used. So what I'm going to do for my Wing It Wednesday is I'm going to be making some Christmas cards. Christmas is coming. So basically I've got these old envelopes which they've either got damp or they've sealed themselves, so they're no good. They're no good for envelopes. So I'm basically using those. I've cut them out and used one side, not this side, the flat side. So I've used those. I've then got some purple glittery paper which I'm going to use as my bottom part of my card. We're going for a lilac theme, so I've got 6 cards. I don't know if I'll get them all done. I might pause it and go off and do them, but 6 lilac cards. I've already cut out the paper that's going to go on the bottom ready. This is new, never used these before, so these are stickers. So we're going to use those on as embellishments. So I'm going to get those out so that we've got those ready. There we go. So that's my new thing. I've also got these 2 dies that I've never used before. This one, which I've prepped a bit of it just so that I'm not going to be here forever. This one I found really difficult. I'll show you. It was really hard to and in fact that one is no good because but I may well be able to use it with that one on there, which is my thought. But yeah, it was really difficult. They got tangled up and it was just impossible to get them out. Really hard. So I have used that one, so that's not new anymore now. I've had a go of it. And then I've got this one, which is new, and I've not used this before. So if anyone's got this one, I just want to warn you, because I've still got one left in here. I've die cut this out ready to show you. It is very tricky. I've done 5 of them, I think, so I did them pre. They're like that, they come out, but they are very, very tricky to get out, I have to say. So I thought I'll just show you how bad they are. I've got my bit of sponge and my little brush, and I'll just give it a little, just to see if we can get any of that out. But it is very difficult. It's probably going to prove me wrong now, but I found the easiest way to do it, after having done 5 or 6 of them, is to leave the die in the die cut and try and get this piece out first, because it is so tricky. There's so many little intricate bits. So this is what's left. So that bit comes, I just wanted to, I know this might take up a bit of my time, but I wanted you to see how difficult it is. So that bit comes off there. And then we've got this bit. Where's that coming off? Oh, there. So that bit's still attached there. So we need to get that bit off. And it is, yeah, so that's what you get left with. I mean, you could use that if you wanted to, but no, we're not. Anyway, we're not using that. So you've then got this bit left. So let me get it out. It is quite tricky. I'm just going to give that a little take all those bits out. There's another one there. And then there's one there. The little star at the top. I'll get that out afterwards. So let me just check, because there will be some bits in here still. Yep, so that bit doesn't look quite right. It hasn't come off. There we go. That bit needed to come off. And then we've got that bit in there. They are very fiddly, I have to say. There's another bit down there that remained in situ. It's these little bits in the middle that are difficult to get out because they swirl round. Oh, look, there's one there. That comes out, and that bit. Yeah, it took me a while when I was first doing them to get the hang of it, because it is very fiddly. There we go. Right, is that everything out? Nope, it's one there. Yeah, so it's a lovely die, but it is quite difficult to use. So that's that. Right, let's get rid of that. We don't want that sponge. And then I've also got in my stash this Christmas paper. Surprise, surprise, it's pink and purple. This is, I've never even opened this, so let's get this open and take it out and see what we've got. So it's all Christmas paper in pinks and purples, yeah. So I just need to choose. I had 6, didn't I? So that, I quite like that one. I don't know if you get 2 of each by the look of it. Yeah. Oh, hang on, that's around the wrong way now then. That's 2 of those. I don't think I want that one. Don't want that one or that one. I just need to choose 6. I didn't want to get them out and choose them beforehand because I wanted to show you that they were still, I'm not sure about that one. Possibly that one, but not sure for definite. Maybe that one. We'll see what else. Oh yeah, definitely that one. So I'm only going to actually need, yeah, so I like that one. So I'm going to replace that one. It's like a game of cards, isn't it? I'm going to replace that one. I'm not too keen on that one either. I'm not sold on. That one's quite nice. Oh, Let It Snow, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I quite like that one, but we've got one similar to that. That's just swirls. That's just plain, because actually you could get away with that not being Christmas paper. That's quite pretty with the snowflakes. I don't want grey. Don't want grey. I wonder if that's the same. We go back round to the beginning again. I think so, maybe. Let me just double check. I think it just repeats itself. Right, I've got 5 there. That's enough to make those cards. We're only making 6, and I'll probably be able to make more than that out of those 5. So let's put that back together again, out the way, and that will be for another day. Put that down there for a minute, out the way. Right, so I need to get a little bit of a construction line going here, because if I'll just do the first one and see what we've got, because I've cut them all out so that we've got this as a border. So I've cut this out less. They're 6x4 cards, and I've literally cut this just 1/4 shorter. So we're going to have to go one less than that. So let me just cut one out. Now, is that directional? I don't think it matters. So I've got 4, that would be, and then I've cut one shorter for the glitter paper. So I really want to go, let's see how that looks. Just 2. Something's happened to my trimmer as well. So I've gone back 1 on that, and I've gone 2 back on that. This might be too small. Yeah, it stopped. It's just dropping now. I might have to tighten that. Let's have a look. I'm just thinking, once we get going, that might be too much of a border. Because then my thought is we're going to have one of the trees on the top. I'm hoping these trees fit on the cardstock. Didn't think about that, did I? Oh my Lord. Literally, I think that is just going to fit. Did not think about that, did I? Yeah, literally. Which, is that going to look silly? Oh, Jenny. No, I think we'll go a bit bigger. We'll go a bit bigger on that then. So, we want 6. So we've gone that one low, we'll go that one. Yeah, I definitely need to do something about that trimmer because that's a bit dangerous now. Because that's just going to drop. Right, so we're going to go like that. Okay. Then we've got, so we've used 1 up for that. Should be able to 2 more. That's going to have to go that way. So that's going to be 1 less. And that's 6. There we go. That's that one. I'm just thinking if I get them all together like that, then it'll be a bit quicker, won't it? I think I can get 2 out of that. Yeah. So that'll be 6. 1 less. And then we'll go 4. 1 square less. So that's that one. Then we've got this one. Won't need to use all of them actually. So we've got, I'm going to use the pink one. Pinky purple one. So we've got 4. And then we want to go by 6. And have that on there. So that's that one. And then I'm going to have 2 of the Merry Christmas. I like those. So that's going to be 4. 6. That's that one. And then I've got that one last. Now that one is slightly, so that's 14. Right, okay, so 4 on 9. Go 1 less. And that's on 14. And we'll go 1 less there. Right, so that should work. Yeah, definitely something wrong with that arm. I'm thinking that you can probably tighten it up somehow there. Yeah, let's have a look at that. Right, I'm just going to pull you back a bit, just because I don't need you so close. There we go. Right, so very basic. We're going to stick, and I'm going to use my Pritt stick for this. Got my little trees ready. Right, so let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble. I find with this thin glitter paper that this is the best way to do it. You just haven't got much wiggle room. You've got to get it right, which I haven't there, as you can see. Oh, that's not right either. Oh dear. Drying before I'm getting it on there. Oh dear. Come on, Jenny. Maybe I need to use tape. Maybe I need to use tape instead. Yeah, I think so, because that's bubbling. Yeah, so let me just put a little bit of now I've done that. There we go. Right, let me get my tape out. That's not a problem. Where's my little tape pen? She says, there it is there. Okay. So that is then just going to go on top like that. Okay. Let's hope we've got enough in here. I've got to try and get it right close to the edge as well. If this doesn't work, we'll just resort to the normal glue then. At least you got a bit of wiggle room with that, haven't you? I'm not giving myself much wiggle room here at all. Right, there we go. Right, that's the first one. Let's turn that over. Okay, this should be able to get through this pretty quickly. I bet this runs out on me. You know it, don't you? Oh. No, I think yet. I just need to, I think once I get, there we go. So I hope everyone's well. Have you all started your Christmas cards? I expect so. I have done quite a few already, but I've got quite a collection of Christmas papers to use up. This is just misbehaving a little bit, isn't it? Right, let's get around the right way. Let it snow. There we go. We're on a roll. We're on a roll. Let's see if I can get this. I don't know why this is not working properly. I'm just going to get my other one out because this one is a bit better. There we go. Thing is, I don't want to use wet glue on this because it's quite thin and you end up, it ends up making the paper a bit warped. So then you've got this one. Oh, wrong way. I will use glue for the Christmas tree to get that on, but yeah, this will just be a little collection. There we go. What I'll do is I'll just pause, I'll do these bits and then we'll come back for the next part. Right, I'm so glad that I did go off camera because it actually took me quite a while. So I went ahead and finished the other 5 and I've just got one left. So yeah, it is quite tricky to get this on. But basically what I've done, it's a bit sneaky, but I've just slightly snipped a bit of this off and snipped a bit of this off. So that's that side, and then I've just shortened it slightly. So glued it just a bit shorter, just to get around the fact that I've squidged it on the page. Otherwise it just looks a bit silly. I think it still looks all right. Yeah, I think it looks okay. To the untrained eye, you probably won't even notice it, but you and I, we will. However, just have to make sure that that bit there doesn't get caught. But once it's decorated up, yeah, it looks all right. So this is the way I did these. This is quite tricky, I have to say. They are very fiddly. Would I do them again? I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm not sure. It's very fiddly. I think it's a lovely dye, but I'm probably not going to come out of that often, to be honest. It's not one of my favourites, I have to say, but we live and learn, and we can't say we don't like something unless we've tried it. So yeah, as you can see, this is how fiddly it is. So that's hence why I went off camera and continued on with the other 5 and thought I'd just come back on and do this one with you. So lift it off, get that rid of that, 'cause that's scrap. And then I literally positioned this first before I pressed it down. Yeah, it is just very fiddly. You'll see that's got caught. That's what you've got to be careful of. They don't get caught before you stick them down. Right, that's better. See, the one I did first, you can see it's slightly on the edge, but I've put sequins on and I only put purple ones on that one, so we'll see. Right, then what I did with the others was, let me just put a bit okay, and I've got all my little sequins, so oh, that's 2 there, don't want 2. There we go. Right, so we're going to go, there's like 3 different sizes in here. Purple, pink, purple, pink and purple. Then I want a little one for there because it's a bit of a close one. And then I want a purple there. And then I want a, where's the little ones there? Pink there, purple there. Oh gosh, sometimes when you look at them all at once, is that round the right way? No. I think that one should have gone there. Doesn't matter. I'm sure it will look fine. So yeah, these have taken quite some time to complete, I have to say. I'm just going to do a little pink one there because it's a slightly different shade. And then a little one there. There. I think that looks all right. And then I did stick these on as well. They ripped as well, which weren't very, wasn't very helpful, I have to say. And you've got to, when you take the Christmas off, there's a little circle bit in the C that you've got to remove before. There it is. How fiddly is that? Very fiddly. And then you've got, what you've got to do is go halfway and then go the other side, because otherwise I ripped it halfway through. Yes. Right. There we go. And some of them I've put the Merry up here and the Christmas down the bottom. Oh my gosh, that's stuck. So yeah, I probably wouldn't do that one again because it's very, 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 very fiddly. There we go. That doesn't look right to me. It's too late now, it's stuck down, so it's got to be. And then I'm just going to do 3 little sequins. I want purple ones. Oh, we don't want those. Just 3 of those I want. 1. Oh, 2. That's pink. We don't want that. 3. Hang on. I just need to line those up. Right, there we go. Right, let me just put that away and I'll show you, and we'll bring them back, the ones that we've done. I'm just going to take the lid off that and put it in my little water pot so that it doesn't clog up. I'll put that out the way and put the lid on that. Okay, and then I'm just going to get rid of those. Sorry if it's been a bit long. You can fast forward. Always fast forward. There's always that facility on the button, isn't there? And let's get those back in. I knew I'd drop a few. Not that many though. Right. There we go. Right, let me bring them back. So I did the first one where I ripped the Christmas. I did a Merry Christmas on that one, and I've put, I don't know if you can see them, but I've put tiny little purple sequins on that one. So we've got that one. We've then got this one, which I put pink and purple sequins on. They're all pretty much the same, to be honest. That one I just put purple on. That one I did pink and purple. That one we've just done. And then that one. There we go. So all pretty similar. I'm going to put them in a little Christmas pile, and whether I give them out, I'm not sure. I'll think about that. So yes, that is my Wing It Wednesday, using the new paper pad and the new dies, that one, and the new stickers. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. Yeah, do have a little dig around in those stashes of yours and see what you've got that you haven't used, and please join in. Yeah, anyone can, as I say. And even if you're on Instagram, you can either put a post on my community page on YouTube, or on Instagram, and I'll see it. So yes, take care, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. Please hit the like button. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.